Great to be back in the land of the rising sun. Been a few times, but it's been like probably 4 years since I was there last. Um, and all the times I've gone before has been like filming trips for big production companies or team trips with like sponsors and stuff, or even park competitions like way back. And I've always wanted to go back there for like vacation, sort of, just to go ski. Especially my wife Sophia has never been. She really wanted to go. So it was kind of like her idea. So let's make a Japan trip happen. Not like put too much work obligations on top of everything, and just go experience the amazing powder snow. And yeah, it was good. It was really good.
For someone who doesn't know why Japan is so special, because it kind of, you hear whispers, oh, I'm off to Japan, Japan. For someone who doesn't really know the ins and outs of skiing, why is Japan so special?
Well, I mean, number one reason is the snow. Japan gets 8 to 12 meters of snow every year, which is insane. I'm not sure about the numbers, but I think the Alps get typically like 3 to 4 meters or something like that. And the snow is incredibly dry and soft. Like when they have the perfect conditions for what's called the stellar dendrites, which is the typical classic snowflake, the snow crystal with the long arms that look like little pine trees. And they get so long that when they cluster together and they fall, it just builds up really quickly and gets super deep and incredibly light. It's like that lighter than air feeling where you drop into something that, oh, it looks like powder, like, oh, it's going to be like a powder run, but you don't even feel the snow. Like, it's so strange. I don't know many places in the world that get like that, and it has to do with combinations of perfect temperatures and humidity high up in the air, and then it's pretty dry where it lands. So Utah, like central North America, is somewhat similar. It's champagne powder, whatever. And yeah, Japan gets that, and they get heaps of it too. So the mountains themselves are not that spectacular. They have pretty small mountains, and a lot of trees, not much high alpine, which doesn't matter when you go there, because even if you only get like a few hundred vertical meters in a run, it's so good. And yeah, great lift access, wonderful culture, polite, friendly. Yeah, it's a must. It's a must go trip for anyone who likes skiing powder.
What was a typical day then when you're in Japan? Obviously, you said you wanted to limit work commitments, ski as much as you can. What time are you sort of getting up and out there, and then what time are you heading back in?
It was pretty relaxed schedule. We based our skiing around some of the more popular resorts, and we'd go to like a few lesser known mountains as well. But the lifts start running at 8:30, 9. So it's pretty chill compared to a lot of the schedules that we're used to. And we did some ski touring. Even if you do walk up mountains there, they're really small, like 2 to 3 hours maximum in the skin track. And then we'd obviously do some filming and photography as well. So we do like find zones where you could do a couple laps, get a couple turns in. But yeah, pretty
But
mellow.
you
And I
were
mean,
mostly using the lifts then, or were you touring most of the time?
yeah, I'd say it was about 50-50. This trip was it wasn't the typical, like if it snows constantly, like I've been there before when you don't see the sun for 14 days and it just snows. It snows like half a meter a day, and then you'd be fine just riding the lifts because it's going to be plenty of snow going around. But this time we had like only two proper dumps, and then we had like a few sunny days in between, which is super nice too, to get out in the sun and actually see something and get up high. So those days went ski touring, but on the days that was snowing, I think we had 4 or 5 days where it was like sort of snowing or snowing heavily. Then we skied the lifts and just lapped the trees. It's funny, like you can just ride a piste and just dip off into like a gully or something and get amazing skiing, and then it's usually like not much bushwhacking to get back to the lift. So that was great. Uh, yeah, pretty relaxed schedule.